Okay, you're in a calorie deficit and you haven't lost fat in 4 months. One of those things is not true. And I'm going to show you which one. And I'm going to do it with the actual research on the screen so you can pause and read it yourself. I'm Alex, if you don't know it by now. I've coached women through this for 14 years. I have never once seen a food diary match the photographs. Not once. First, there is a version of this where you are genuinely in a deficit and the scale is not moving. It can be water, glycogen, where you are in your cycle or a new training program, salt, bad sleep, your bowels. Honestly, all of that moves the number by a kilo or two without touching a gram of body fat. If that's you, the fix is patience. Give it 3 weeks. But you didn't come here because it's been 3 weeks, right? Water does not last 2 years. So we can put that one down. Columbia University, New England Journal of Medicine, which is about as serious as journals get. They took people who reported eating under 1,200 calories a day and could not lose weight. The diet-resistant ones. The ones who'd spent years being told something was wrong with their metabolism. Yes, they took those people. Then they also measured them properly for a fortnight, which is like 2 weeks. Real intake, real energy expenditure, real body composition. They done all the tests. And the first thing they found, that their metabolisms were normal, completely fine. Within 5% of what you predict from their body composition. So the slow metabolism explanation got tested and ruled out on day one. Yeah, the one excuse that we like. Remember that I'm coming back to it. Now, the second thing in this study, they underreported their food by 47%. And they overreported their exercise by 51%. Both ends of the equation at the same time in the same people. And it says it right in the results. No psychopathology. They describe their own eating as relatively normal. These were not the women lying to the researchers. They filled the diary in honestly, and the diary was still wrong. That group was 10 people. 10 people is a small group. I'm not handing you your understanding of your own body based on 10 women in 1992. So here it is again, 27 years later, across everyone. There was 59 studies, 6,298 adults, all measured against doubly labeled water. That's the gold standard for working out what a body actually burns. So nobody's guessing here. Nobody's calling anyone a liar. So they wrote down what they ate and it got compared to a measurement. And every method came up short. Food diaries, recalls, questionnaires, the technology-based ones, app on your phone, all of them, all in the same direction. And then this line. Misreporting was more frequent among women. So the instrument is broken. And it's broken worse for us. Right. Now, let's go back to metabolism, because this is where you were going anyway. Mine is broken. I'm 46. It's different now. Let's put a number on it. 71 adults. Average age 45. 8 weeks on 1,000 calories a day, which is brutal. And they lost 14 kilos. Their metabolic adaptation came out at 92 calories a day. 92. That's a slice of toast with butter on it. And I'll be fair to this study because it also found adaptation predicted how much weight people lost. So yes, it's real and it counts. It's just not the size you've been told it is. You're looking for 800 missing calories here. Your metabolism is holding about 90 of them. The rest is in your kitchen. So, oil. You log a tablespoon of olive oil, any oil. Nobody cooks with a tablespoon of oil. You do the glug, yeah? 2 seconds around the pan. That's 2 to 3 tablespoons, 240 to 360 calories. Not one of them made it to your app. Chicken, for example, you log 150 grams, put it on a scale. It's 220. Now do that for 4 times a week. Wine, a large glass is 190. Free on Friday is like 570 calories. And they went straight into the column, mark, I was good today. And all the rest. The crust of the toast, free chips of his plate or your kids' plates, the spoon you licked while you were cooking. Individually, nothing, which is exactly why they were invisible. None of that is greed. None of that is failure. All of it is unmeasured. And now there is a weekend and nobody wants this bit. Monday to Friday, you are 500 under. Beautiful. 2,500 banked. Saturday and Sunday, you are roughly 750 over. That is not a binge. That's 1 meal out and a bottle of wine shared. 1,500 back. And your week just went from a 2,500 deficit to 1,000. You think then you're losing half a kilo a week. You're probably losing a fifth of that. And then the 4 months of that looks exactly like the broken metabolism. And obviously feels like one too. That isn't falling off the track at the weekend. That is a very tidy experiment in eating at maintenance with the word plateau written on the front of it. So what do? 2 weeks, that's it. This is a measurement job with the end date. Baby girl, yes. 1. Weigh 3 things: your oil, your meat, your rice and pasta. Just those 3. Because that's where the biggest gaps live, and it's 10 seconds each, literally. Number 2, log it before you eat it. Not at 9 at night, trying to remember all your day and what you've been eating. Number 3, track the weekend or just don't bother tracking it at all. 5 accurate days and 2 blank ones tells you literally nothing. That's a diary with interesting chapters torn out. Number 4, judge it on a 14-day average, not Tuesday. Tuesday is just noise. One more, really mean this one. If 2 weeks of weighing your food is going to take you somewhere unhealthy, don't do it. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Message me instead, and we will do this in a completely different way. There is more than one road in, and I'd rather you took the safe one. This is also why I have never accepted a food diary only from a client. 14 years, baby girl. Every woman that I coach takes pictures of every meal, every day. She logs 150 grams of chicken. I opened the photo, it's 220. But she wasn't hiding anything. She tapped the first option in MyFitnessPal, 7 in the morning, and just go on with her life. Exactly that. So you have to weigh the food, actually type in the app exactly what is scale reading. Now, you know, the pictures of the food is not me checking up on you or being like, police. The only one part in this system that doesn't run on memory. Exactly. So either you're not in a deficit or you've been in 1 or 2 weeks and you're marking it like it's been 4 months. It's almost always the first one. If it was for me, for the first 2 years, and I had no idea I was doing this. Literally. 2 years. 2 options from here. You go and weigh your oil for 2 weeks. You will see what the number actually says. For a lot of you, that's the whole answer. And you will never need me. Or you get somebody else looking at the photographs with you. Because seeing your own food, honestly, is the hardest thing on that list to do alone. And if this is the one you want, there is a link in the description.